Hello again, welcome to another edition of CropLife Retail Week. Paul Schrimpf here with Eric Sfiligoj at our designated undisclosed locations in somewhere in Ohio.
Still playing that card, are we, Paul?
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to turn this into a drinking game. Whenever you say undisclosed locations, people are going to take a shot. So I'm sure and that'll probably help our viewership. So no,
Probably.
kidding.
I mean, they might stick all the way through. Who knows? You might say it again.
Yes, and true.
So I noticed a couple things I noted. I know you've got a bunch of interesting news, but I saw Corteva acquired the remainder of Phytogen
that's
friends. So that was interesting to see that moving, and it makes perfect sense. And I also noticed that Wilbur-Ellis is celebrating their 100th anniversary. It just turned
2021. They're getting going this year, but actually next year is the actual, I guess, 100th anniversary date of them coming together as a company. So
there's nothing wrong with starting the party early.
No.
I mean, does the millennium start in 2000 or 2001, sir?
Yes. Good point.
So anyway, those a couple of interesting things. I'll have a few things to throw in, but let's get to the news, sir. What you got?
Well, of course, Paul, this has been a rough year with COVID going on and a lot of states closing and a lot of people kind of staying at home, including ourselves. And that basically has wreaked havoc with the show schedule for this summer. We've had most of the events that were being held in July either postponed or outright canceled, and then the August events disappeared off the calendar. And now, Paul, we're getting news that September events are starting to take the hit. We found out just as we were getting ready to go on video that the Farm Progress Show and Husker Harvest Day shows, which were supposed to take place in early and mid-September, are being canceled with an eye towards safety with COVID-19 cases now going back up across many parts of the United States. Yeah,
I mean, it was always a great conference for us to go to, just to walk around, and we don't cover the growers as directly as obviously a lot of the other magazines do, but to find out what they were marketing, what companies were marketing to growers, what the conversations were like coming out of this year and going into next year, that was always really interesting. So we will miss that. I'll miss the free Pioneer cups full of popcorn. I'll definitely miss that because I had a set of 8 once upon a time, and of course those things get lost or stolen or left here and there. So I think I'm completely out. I was actually looking for one so that I could show it, but I don't seem to have one about the house. So anyway, we'll certainly quite a bit we'll miss about the Farm Progress Show, but we'll have to carry on. It's just the way 2020 seems to be going.
Yeah, and again, now I guess the questions will start coming up regarding some of the later September events, early October outdoor events. I mean, there's quite a few outdoor farm shows that are supposed to usually take place in the fall, and we'll have to keep an eye on those. I know I was reading the other day that, I had made a comment a couple of videos ago regarding watching the state fairs, whether or not they were going to be held or not. And there was actually a story that at this point, 25 state fairs, including ours here in Ohio, have now been canceled because of COVID. So again, a really, really rough year in terms of events not being held because of safety concerns.
Yeah, of course we're not traveling as much either, which is a shame. I felt a little nostalgic. So I got my Eskimo Joe cup that we got from travels through Oklahoma. Had lunch at Eskimo Joe's, which you have to do if you're in Stillwater, and it was delicious, of course. And this cup glows in the dark, which is the best part, because when you put it on your nightstand and you're looking for your water, you tend not to knock it over when you see it. So it's functional and nostalgic.
Should I even point out that I saw the Eskimo Pie was changing their name because they thought it might be insensitive, and you holding up a cup with Eskimo Joe maybe a no-no in the new day and age, Paul? Should I even point that? Maybe I shouldn't even bring that up. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
Nice going.
All right. Well, one of the other topics of conversation we've had the last few videos, of course, revolved around Dicamba and the June 3rd ruling by the Ninth Circuit Court that vacated its registration. But, EPA went ahead and basically said, okay, if you have stocks of Dicamba, you can keep using it. One thing to add as a follow-up, BASF, one of the three companies that was impacted by the decision, asked the Ninth Circuit Court if they could recall and stay their Dicamba decision. And as you may imagine, the Ninth Circuit Court declined that request. So at this point, all eyes are going to be on later this fall when the re-registrations are supposed to take place.
Yeah, we probably, I mean, it's an exercise you had to go through, I guess, but that came out exactly as we would have expected it to. Yep.
And one other thing I had on my little message board, found out today, you may remember, Paul, that we've been following mergers and acquisitions in the marketplace quite a bit over the last few years. And on the retail side, we found out that two more facilities are going to be getting together. We got Star Energy FS out of Manson, Iowa. That's going to be formally merging with Growmark FS out of Hartley, Iowa. That merger will take place on September 1st. Bring together about 90 employees, and the new company is going to be based in Manson, which is where Star Energy is currently headquartered, but maintain the Growmark FS name. So again, we've seen a lot of these cooperative mergers take place in the state of Iowa. I know we ran a graph in the magazine a few years back that basically traced that, like, from well over 700 cooperatives about 20 years ago, we're down to only a couple hundred now in the state of Iowa. So here's another case where you've got two Iowa cooperatives getting together to form one.
Yep, the beat goes on consolidation. There's no reason to think it won't continue. I don't know if COVID will have any particular impact on that or not, but certainly it's happening and still happening.
Well, it hasn't slowed down. I kind of wondered with COVID going on if maybe everybody be focusing on doing the business safely in the best way they could, and maybe some of the acquisitions consolidation that we had seen in 2017 and 18 would have maybe come to a halt, but apparently it's still ongoing. So, like I said, as of September 1, welcome Growmark FS in its new configuration.
Very good. Well, I think that's it for the news, sir.
Yeah, that's all I have. You got anything to add other than maybe, I don't know, a parrot update?
Don't say parrot. The parrot's here.
I know you just had him off camera, and people like this. Although people are asking you to put on the eye patch when you got the parrot on your shoulder. Yeah,
if you send an eye patch to Meister Media and I see it, and I might do it, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. But oh no, they're going to get 100 eye patches. Our mailroom guy is going to love you, Paul. Great. Oh, there she goes. All right. Anyway, that's it for this edition of CropLife Retail Week. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
If you have questions or comments about today's episode of Retail Week, contact us by email or Twitter, or type your message in the comment section below.
Your feedback is important to us. We'll try our best to address your thoughts in next week's episode.
And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.